This whole situation has turned into a big embarrassment for Senzo Mchunu. He walked into Parliament hoping to clear his name and show that he had nothing to hide, but instead he ended up looking careless and even dishonest. Bringing an audio recording that was incomplete, or possibly the wrong version, in front of the ad hoc committee was a huge mistake. It made him look unprepared and unreliable, especially when the recording was meant to prove that he was being threatened. Instead of defending him, the audio ended up raising even more questions about his actions and his truthfulness. It's also strange, and quite worrying, that Mchunu admitted he told his Chief of Staff, Cedric Nkabinde, to secretly record KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. That alone is a serious issue. South Africa's POPI Act, Protection of Personal Information Act, clearly says people cannot be recorded without their knowledge or consent, especially in official settings. Why would a senior leader go against that law? If Mchunu truly felt threatened, he could have gone through proper legal or security channels. But asking someone to secretly record a high-ranking police officer makes it look like he was plotting, not protecting himself. Now, he stands before the committee looking like a man who's lost control of his own story. He claims that the most important part of the recording, the section where Mkhwanazi allegedly threatened to fight back, was missing. But that explanation only makes things worse. It sounds like he's trying to find excuses after being caught off guard. It leaves people wondering, was the audio really tampered with? Or did Mchunu exaggerate what was said all along? The disappointment runs deep because Mchunu was once seen as a disciplined and principled leader. Yet, this episode shows poor judgment, bad advice, and a lack of honesty. It's sad to see a senior political figure resort to secret recordings and then stumble over his own evidence in public. What should have been a moment of truth turned into a moment of shame.
That I was looking for is the part that they are referring to in the conversation, but it's not playing directly, where there seems to have been a threat that if I know I am clean, including the period when I was premier in KZN, then I must then go on with the disbandment. So there was that part. So I don't know whether he cut and started later or something in the tape, but that is one that I wanted more, because to me that was a threat.
Did you hear it being?
I didn't hear. What I hear is them referring to it, to say when we were talking, and then somebody seems to have overheard us and recorded us. There is something that they should not have missed, those who were recording us.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2.
So
they merely are referring to it, but they are no longer talking to it. So I don't know whether it is part of the tape.
The material that is being played here is the one that you submitted yourself.
Yeah, the one that was playing is just part of it, but not specifically where there is a threat, which was my intention, to add on the kind of conversation that went on. And it was the last one, that one, for now.
Okay. Where on the audio is that part? Is it towards
it seems to be before. He can tell us where, but I'm saying if he hears us, there's a part where they seem to have discussed, or where General Mkhwanazi seemed to have said, if Minister Mchunu knows that he is clean, he must then go on with the disbandment.
So that is the one what we need from you is guidance, so that if that part is to be played.
Yes, that's the only part that
Mr. Stolle must know where on the audio must he locate that. Is it at the beginning of the audio or towards the end of the audio?
Yeah, it sounds like it is before, from what he played. And that would have been 1 minute or something like that, and then we close.
Okay. Honorable Malim.
No, Minister, what we're asking is, if this 12 minutes, from which minute does it start, that portion? Because in the consultation with your lawyers, you would have emphasized that, and they know from 3 minutes to 4 minutes or 5, 7, which part of that? Because we want him to go straight on that one.
I really wanted, I thought that I had put the request very, very clearly that it is the part where he says, if the minister knows that he's clean, including when he was premier, he can then go on. That is the part that I wanted, because I had already conveyed the others, like anger, like...
Let me stop you.
I think it is before this one. It will be less than 3 minutes.
The guidance...
But is this the way you conducted things in your office?
No. No.
Okay, then maybe we'll ask him for a reason why he recorded Mkhwanazi without his consent, or is there a legal reason that you as a minister and your chief of staff can record conversations with people under the Cyber Act or some legislation?
Now, we don't record people. I'm not aware of anybody in my office who have ever recorded a person, but in this instance, it's me who advised the chief of staff to say, you may need to record your conversations with General Mkhwanazi because of the threats. It was not because for the commission, I wasn't thinking about the commission or any other thing, because he kept on saying, General Mkhwanazi is angry. When a person says, so-and-so is angry with you, you take it serious.
So can we just understand that even before this recording, Mkhwanazi had phoned Gabinde and spoke to him in a threatening? Because who decided that his conversation must henceforth be recorded?
First, he just told me that there's a threat. He's angry. He's saying 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then he came back, I think third time in one day, as they continued to talk. And at some point I felt that the way things are developing, it looks like they're developing fast and they've got anger inside, but they now have threats inside. Now, when he mentioned this one of if the minister knows he's clean, no, I think it came before that one, that I said, now we may now need to record. It was after he spoke about fight back. I don't think fight back was recorded, but I think it was at that point when I said, being experienced as I am, I felt that this may develop to something else. Then I said record, but that one of threatening on what I may have left in the Premier's office, when he mentioned that, I felt that, so there's a threat here. Okay. So we are discussing, he is wanting to meet me and so on, to discuss the disbandment, which is fine.
In the eyes of many South Africans, this incident doesn't just damage Mchunu's image, it hurts trust in the very institutions meant to uphold justice and accountability. Instead of clearing the air, Mchunu has made it murkier. His actions leave one big question hanging. If a leader can't handle the truth openly, how can he expect the country to believe him? If you made it this far, I assume you really enjoyed this video. Please help us by liking the video and subscribing to our channel. Also let us know, what do you think of this shocking story in the comments section. Thank you for watching.